In this video, we're going to take a look at how to use Brisk to provide students with feedback. So we're looking at a sample student essay based on our ELA lesson plan on AI use, and we're going to use Brisk and look at three different ways that you can get feedback to provide to students. So first off, we're in the essay and we're going to click on the Brisk icon down on the bottom right-hand corner, and we are going to go to Give Feedback. So there are essentially three ways to give feedback plus suggestions for next steps. So there's targeted, glow and grow, and rubric. So we're going to start with glow and grow. This one is the most general feedback in terms of it's just going to provide you with an overview of things that glow or are positive about the essay, grows or things that can be improved, and then some suggestions. So we're going to click on glow and grow. And again, we're going to look at this dialog box, make sure all our settings look good. So our language looks good. I'm going to make sure my grade level is on 10th grade. If I wanted to put in a prompt, I could. And I can also link up to standards, but none of that is required. The feedback is really quite good without even being specific. So we're going to just go right to Brisket and see what we get. So again, it's going to start to put together the feedback for us. And if you have not seen this before, prepare to be amazed. The feedback that I get regarding the feedback is that it's generally really good, really positive, and it's just a lot easier when we don't have to write it all ourselves. So you're seeing here the first section, which is the glow, and it gives some positive points about the essay, um, positive about the thesis, providing relevant examples, and essay having a logical structure, which is all great. The grow section, again, would be the improvements. So it says, consider expanding on your counter arguments. While you mentioned concerns about job loss and cheating, you could develop these points further. Try to include more specific statistics or expert opinions, and then work on smoothing out transitions between paragraphs. So pretty good grows. And then the wondering category is just really some questions for students to think about and possibly improve their essay based on, some of these factors. So all of this can be edited, customized. If you don't want any of these specific points, you can just take them out. You can, of course, add in your own. And if you are happy and you would like to provide this feedback to your student, you're just going to go ahead and click the Insert button. And when you click that, you'll see that it attaches the sections in a nice table format right at the top of the document. If this document is shared with your student, they will see it at this point. So that's version 1, the glow and grow. So I'm just going to click undo and show you option 2, which is the targeted feedback. So if you wanted a little more specific feedback, you're going to click on the Brisk icon, and we're going to again go to give feedback. And this time we're going to pick targeted. So this particular option is going to look at each paragraph, each sentence, and find ones that it thinks need improvement. And it'll make some comments specific to those sentences. So again, we're going to look at our dialog box, make sure everything looks good. And again, I'm going to keep it pretty general right now, although I could put in a specific prompt. Maybe if I'm just looking for grammatical changes, I could put that in as a prompt. But I'm going to go a little more general and just click on Brisket just to show you the difference between the first, which was the glow and grow, and this one, which is considered to be the targeted. And again, you're going to start to notice that it's highlighting certain sentences that it feels probably need some improvement. And on the right-hand side, we're seeing some comments appearing. All right, so if I click on any one of the sentences, it will pop to the specific comment that it made. So this is a thesis sentence, and it's saying that the thesis statement is clear and takes a strong position on the topic. You've effectively outlined your main argument that AI should be encouraged freely. Consider adding a brief mention of the counter arguments you'll address to make your thesis even stronger. So again, great comment. I'm going to click on comment, and if I click that, that will actually put it on the document and the student would be able to then see that particular comment. So you would just basically go through each one. And of course, you're going to want to look at them and make sure you agree. And these are comments that you would want to provide for your students. If you like the comment, you can again just click on comment. If you don't want that comment there at all, maybe you weren't focusing on the sources in this particular assignment, you can cancel it and don't have to put it. Or, of course, you can click on any one of the comments and make some changes, edits, deletions, or additions, and then make those comments. So again, once you put those comments there, the students would then have access to them. You can also go back to Brisk and ask it to do different things, such as make the comments shorter, longer, more detailed. You can always revise. So at any point, if you added a few comments, but you wanted to continue, again, you could just go right back to Brisk, click on give feedback and just run it again with a different focus, and it'll just add additional comments there as well. All right, so that is the targeted feedback option. And again, the feedback from teachers that have been using this has really been pretty amazing, that this is definitely a huge game changer. And it often gives the comments that we don't have the time to type and say for every student, especially for those of you that are grading essays like these. The last one that I wanted to share, another awesome another awesome feedback feature is the rubric criteria. So if you have a rubric that you've already set up for your particular assignment, you're going to click on rubric criteria. And then there is a rubric button right here. And if you click on that, it will let you upload a rubric. So I have one here that's already been created and I have it saved as a PDF. And there are a few other ways you can input a rubric. It doesn't always have to be a PDF. And then again, I'm just going to go ahead and click Brisket. And this rubric has specific criteria, and it's going to look at each column and each row for each criteria that I have on the rubric, and it will comment on each of those categories. So I've got the thesis, arguments. These are all my specific rubric criteria, counter arguments, evidence, and examples. And again, for each one, it's giving really nice comments and bullets to go along with that. And again, at the bottom here, anything to change. Example, do you want to make it shorter? You can put more detail. You can just go ahead and revise that and it will do it for you. So we know students don't always read all of our comments, so maybe you do want to make it shorter. So I'm going to click on that and it will revise it and it'll make it a little bit shorter for us. So there are my shortened results. And once you are happy with what you have, you can just click Insert. And what that will do is it'll insert this whole section right onto the student's work. And each one of these categories here is a criteria that is from the rubric that I had uploaded along with some comments. So again, another wonderful way to provide student feedback. So regardless of which option you choose, the targeted, the glow and grow, or the rubric, they are all really, really wonderful ways to give students meaningful feedback. So if you have not tried this already and your students do submit writing to you, absolutely give this one a try. You will not be sorry.